Ideas that shaped the world. Greek philosophy. Welcome back. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Greek philosophy. If you've ever wondered where ideas like democracy, ethics, and logic first took shape, the answer lies in ancient Greece. Greek philosophy set the foundation for Western thought, influencing everything from science and politics to our understanding of human nature. To start, it's helpful to understand that Greek philosophy began around the 6th century BCE with the pre-Socratics, thinkers who lived before the time of Socrates. These early philosophers, like Thales, Pythagoras, and Heraclitus, were interested in understanding the natural world. Rather than relying on myths to explain things like storms, seasons, or the cosmos, they sought natural explanations. Thales, for example, believed that water was the fundamental element of all things. Heraclitus, meanwhile, thought everything was in a constant state of change, famously saying, "You cannot step into the same river twice." But Greek philosophy truly took off with Socrates, one of the most famous and influential figures in history. Socrates didn't write anything down himself, but his ideas were recorded by his student Plato. Socrates introduced the idea that philosophy could focus on ethical questions. What is justice? What is virtue? What does it mean to live a good life? He engaged in dialogues with citizens, asking probing questions that encouraged them to think critically and question their assumptions. This method of questioning is known today as the Socratic method, a technique still used in education to encourage deep thinking. Following Socrates was Plato, who founded the Academy in Athens, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. Plato was deeply concerned with questions of reality, ethics, and knowledge. One of his most famous ideas is the theory of forms, which suggests that beyond our physical world lies a realm of perfect forms, or ideas. For instance, while we see many different trees, Plato believed there is an ideal form of tree that exists beyond our senses, representing the essence of what all trees are. Plato also wrote about his ideal society in a work called The Republic. Here, he introduces the idea of the philosopher-king, arguing that rulers should be wise and guided by knowledge rather than wealth or power. Next, we have Aristotle, Plato's student, who would become a giant in philosophy and science. Aristotle founded his own school, the Lyceum, and was interested in practically everything: biology, physics, ethics, politics, and logic. Unlike Plato, Aristotle focused on the physical world, believing knowledge comes from observing and analyzing reality itself. He developed the system of logic that's still used today and believed that understanding the purpose of things, what he called their telos, was key to understanding them. Aristotle also made significant contributions to ethics. In his work, Nicomachean Ethics, he argued that the goal of human life is to reach eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or happiness. According to Aristotle, we achieve this by cultivating virtues, like courage, honesty, and wisdom, and living in moderation. Following Aristotle, Greek philosophy continued to evolve, particularly with the rise of Hellenistic philosophies like Stoicism and Epicureanism. The Stoics, founded by Zeno of Citium, believed that the key to happiness was accepting what we cannot control and focusing on our own virtue and resilience. Meanwhile, Epicureanism, founded by Epicurus, taught that pleasure, defined as the absence of pain, is the highest good. Both schools offered ways to handle life's difficulties, shaping the concept of personal ethics that still resonates today. Greek philosophy isn't just ancient history. It's still incredibly relevant today. The questions Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle asked about ethics, knowledge, and purpose are questions we still grapple with. Their ideas laid the groundwork for much of Western thought and continue to inspire us to think deeply, live ethically, and question what we believe. So, that's a brief look at Greek philosophy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the ancient world of ideas, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring.